Excellent. Okay, and you, Christine?
I was a really shy kid, so if you can imagine, still kind of am a little shy, but it became a really good outlet for me to express myself, and I've stuck with it. Like Robbie, I also am really interested in production, but a little bit more of the film end, so.
Okay, great. I know Robbie was saying who inspired him. Who kind of has inspired you all over the years to want to keep acting?
My two ones that are going to be like, one's kind of, they're both kind of sad. I used to watch Fried Green Tomatoes and Steel Magnolias with my mom like every weekend, and so Sally Fields and Mary Louise Parker were like my idols when I was really young, even though I didn't understand half the movie. They're really depressing movies. But those were my inspirations growing up, and they still are to this day.
I would have to say Denzel Washington was a big inspiration for me. Just the way that he takes on a role and he makes it his own. You would think that he's actually that person, you know. So that's why. And Will Smith too. Though I like Will Smith because of his range, the characters that he plays and that he goes from.
Going from the Fresh Prince to
7
Yeah.
Exactly, 7 pounds.
iRobot.
To iRobot, exactly. Yeah. So he plays such a wide range of roles, and he's very good at each one of them. So
okay, good.
Those are my two.
Have you seen The Safe House yet?
Not yet. That's my next move I want to go see is Safe House. I've heard it's pretty good. Heard it's a little mind-turning, but if anything,
Denzel Washington?
Yeah, if anything is more mind-turning than Inception, then I need to go see it.
Okay. Well, excellent. We have a clip of you all on stage, and can we kind of roll that clip?
Dans votre vie, mais dans l'avenir proche, la science-fiction.
Whoa. L'avenir proche? Is that like a biscuit with like some type of dip or something?
No.
What?
He's talking French.
Oh, he's speaking French.
Yeah.
Oh.
But look at what he's wearing, please.
He looks like a tall, skinny Smurf without the white thing on top of his head.
Or a Teletubby.
A Teletubby with the antenna. Wait. He looks like an avatar without the tail. Look at him. What are you wearing?
You done?
Not quite. I'm still laughing at you. Just give me a minute.
I'm sorry.
Let it out.
When you stop laughing, I'll stop laughing.
Okay. Okay, all right, I'm done now.
Okay. Like I was saying, maybe not in your lifetime, but in the future, fusion technology is actually a reality. It's not just science fiction, it's science fact.
Can y'all kind of tell me about the clip that we just saw?
Well, Robbie here, he's playing his second character, Itcher. Yeah. Okay, so he comes out in this one-piece blue suit.
A onesie.
A onesie. It's an adult grown onesie, okay? So Samantha and I are coming out of our dream and we see him. And so he's speaking and then all of a sudden we just kind of have a little fun, you know, talking about him. I call him a Smurf and
poking fun.
Yeah, just having fun. What he's wearing, you know, because the kids like it, so it's more for them.
Yeah, it's all for the kids.
We also kind of wanted to make it like a little bit futuristic too. So when he saw this, he was like, "Why not?"
Why not?
You know.
Right.
We found them in the storage. And we went to the storage at CASPER and we were looking around for props and Robbie and I dove into this box and he jokingly was like, I should wear this. And we were like, his character was so dry. Yeah.
There was no...
It kind of added some humor to the show.
Yeah, it helped with that section, I think, a lot.
I think it made it a whole
I definitely think that's one of my favorite parts, so it's funny.
We have a lot of fun with the Itcher part.
Well, Keith, I actually was looking in the Waco Tribune the other day, and I saw that you had a picture in there.
Yeah.
And, you had a slinky in your hand.
Yeah, to my surprise, I see that I have this picture here of me holding a slinky, right? And doing some sort of science, or weird science, as they say. So it was, honestly, I didn't even have any lines doing this part right here. I think Robbie had all the lines, and I was just playing with the slinky because I was trying to find something to do.
But the slinky did have a point, which Robbie explained as well.
It's part of my model for alternating current. Basically, I just compare the coils to air molecules and how charged particles in alternating current, rather than one particle being sent all the way, they interact to transfer the energy.
Okay.
And so if you put in some force into the slinky, you'll see the wave travel through the coils, but it's just the interaction of each coil.
Kind of like the balls that are, I thought I saw them, over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pendulum.
The pendulum.
So what other props do y'all have? I know this thing here.
Yeah, the Tesla coil.
Could y'all kind of tell me about that?
That was Nikola Tesla's invention, and it basically is
It's a machine.
2 electrical resonators that give off.
Large.
Yes.
Thank you.
Might be
Energy
a question
Jeopardy.
in our Jeopardy show.
No, it was basically his first try at wireless technology and wireless electricity. It was a success, and he had plans to build towers all over the world, but he kind of lost his mind and lost funding, so it never really happened.
Okay.
But it was the basis for wireless technology now, which is pretty cool. It was
it was
basically
really
the same
I know
concept.
it scared a lot of the people in the audience. So.
It is really scary.
It is definitely a show opener.
Okay. Any other props on stage that we should address, or
Well,
I guess the solar panel house?
The
The baby house.
The baby house.
We actually made that.
we did.
One day during rehearsal, we sat and we made that. Well, they put it together. I just kind of held pieces, but
It was very difficult. I don't recommend buying that
No.
particular model.
Especially for the ages that it says for, but
It didn't really come with instructions.
So not only are y'all actors, y'all are contractors too.
it took 4 of us to put that thing together.
we will build your foam house every day.
Okay, I'll call you.
And then we have the mouse, the chamber full of mouse
chamber,
traps
yeah.
to represent a runaway chain reaction. So.
Okay, excellent. All right, what would you say would be your most memorable moment on stage?
Oh, wow. My most memorable moment, even though there are a few. There was this game we started playing with each other. It was called Pass the Marble. And
it was
so
basically a
unprofessional.
solution to
unprofessional.
we don't condone or endorse any
you're
type of
an
activity
actor,
like this.
don't
But
do
yeah,
this.
if you're an aspiring actor, do not do this. But
This was during the show?
This was during the show. Yeah, this was actually during the show.
With young, impressionable minds in the audience.
So
It didn't go over well.
yeah. We had fun with it, but this is marble that we have for one of the props, and we were trying to see who could end up with it last. And so it turned into a game of outthinking one another and a bunch of chases. I remember I had the marble at first. Robbie came out and he handed it to me doing one of his lines where he says, "Here, hold this." I forgot about the marble, so I'm holding the marble. I'm like, okay, so the game begins. So as we're going along through the show, we have a demonstration where a kid comes up and talks to Robbie during the Itter part. So I said, why not? Genius, perfect. So I said, here, little dude, can you give this to Itter for me? So he goes and says, hey, Itter, this is for you. So now Robbie has the marble. So Robbie's trying to figure out how to get Samantha the marble so she can end up with it last. So all you see is them two kind of running around.
It was very distracting.
Yes, it was.
Oh my goodness.
But it was so much fun because at the end, as soon as the lights go down, all you hear is, oh man.
Oh,
okay. So where's the marble? Do you still have the marble, or is it just?
I don't know who has the marble now, actually.
I have the marble. It's in my dressing room right now.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
Yeah,
we kind of course, we let the game take priority, and the show
Or
suffered.
some people let the game take priority.
Oh,
Your blocking was screwed up due to your avoidance.
Just because my blocking was a little off doesn't mean that I broke character and didn't know what I was doing.
The game kind of took away, and so we put that on hiatus.
Yeah.
We were told about that.
After the show was over.
During the show, whenever these guys mess up, it's become my job Jorge will come and panically stare at me, and I have to politely tell them to not play the narble game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my favorite.
Politely
That's your
is used
favorite?
loosely.
What about you, Samantha?
I think one of my favorite things that would creep me out was like during the third show, of the very first week, a kid from the audience came up on stage and just gave me a hug. This little boy, this teenage boy, because some of them can't keep their cat calling to themselves and the whistles, but because I know everyone's admired on stage. But no, but that was probably a fun moment. But I think it's really the marble stuff. But true things from the actual like play that I enjoy. I actually like hearing their interaction when it comes to the very beginning with the Tesla coil and stuff like that, and you guys' interaction with the Family Guy clip. I don't know. I like that part a lot, even though I'm not in it. I like to listen to it backstage. So
Great. Okay, Robbie.
My favorite would probably be.
It's probably the blue suit, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't take it off after the show.
I really do enjoy wearing it, even when I'm not really required to wear it.
Yeah, I could tell.
Like after the show, I just sit back and chill in my onesie.
Yeah.
It's pretty comfortable, keeps me warm. But no, my favorite was last week, actually. We had this kid in the audience who was like 6'9", and just a huge guy.
Kid. Oh my God, he was a man. He was a giant.
Sitting down, we could tell he was obviously taller than the rest of his class. But he raises his hand, and I mean, he's already about here compared to everyone.
So you thought he was standing up reasonably?
Yeah, we were like, geez.
Oh my goodness.
And Keith calls him up to be part of one of the experiments. And I'm off stage at this point, and all I hear is, "Man, you are a big boy." And Keith just could not get over how big he was. He was talking about his shoe, and he's like, "What size shoe is that?"
It was like an 18.
Yeah, I mean, the guy was huge.
I mean,
Keith said that when he was getting closer to him, that all he could see was he was getting
this
larger
kid was
and
growing.
larger.
Like seriously, like when he was coming, like when he came from the chair in the audience, he was walking up the stairs, and it was like he was gaining 2 other sizes as he was walking up to me. And then when he finally got up on me, I was literally like, okay, you're gonna read the meter. I'm really telling him what to do.
And like the meter is like a little baby handheld
Yeah,
thing to him.
it was like
Yeah, sometimes I think it's something in the water, because I mean, these kids are bigger
They're tall.
They're tall,
All of
yeah.
them today at the game show were taller than me,
Real
for sure.
tall.
I mean, I'm shorter, but
All 4 of them were taller than Sam.
Okay.
And then there was one time, we just could not stop laughing. That was one time that I had to say.
they couldn't stop laughing.
I don't know what came over me.
Oh, Robbie got serious giggles.
Robbie got the giggles
giggles.
bad, and so it was hard for me because I was like, what is he laughing at? But you know, laughing is contagious. So he just started laughing, and so then I caught hold to it, so I started laughing. She's looking like, what is wrong with y'all? And
Jorge's panicked in the back.
Yeah.
Staring at me.
Okay. And what about your moment? Can you share yours?
I think for me, we really labored over the script and did a lot to try to make it make sense. And since I'm mostly in the booth, the most exciting thing for me was when like all the concepts actually made sense and like the lines didn't get messed up and the kids actually understood.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting to see that they were actually taking stuff away from it, because we spent almost 2 weeks working on the script.
Yeah.
the script was a lot more difficult this year.
Yeah.
Just the concepts are so advanced.
Yep.
And when we're talking to the physicists, they go off on these tangents and we're like, oh my gosh, wait.
But at the same time, like they really did help get it to a point where we could understand,
Totally.
so that we could simplify it even
So that
more,
they can
like
help.
below their level of thinking. Because I mean, these guys are geniuses, and they're trying to communicate with average Joes up here, who are trying to communicate with students who might not pay the most attention in class.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's really cool because they help out in the fun house. So like all these kids are actually getting to interact with real physicists.
Right after
Yeah.
in the fun house.
which would
So
be
do y'all
cool.
feel that this was an easier subject versus the other physics circuses in the past?
You've had the most experience.
To me, this is the